Yes, and we are here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and chat about where exactly we ended off last session.
So we ended off at the rendezvous point with the people that Elrond was working for. We found out that he's actually really incompetent.
He's the bitch of the group,
According to those guys,
yeah,
he is like the lowest of the low on the totem pole.
Elena was for blur cover because she was too sassy.
Yeah.
Like the note that I have, one of the few times that I write notes, I wrote Elrond is working for the Empire and is a fucking weasel, apparently.
I still don't know if that's true, though. I mean, he did say that in his interrogation, but he could have been
They basically confirmed it.
Yeah,
did they actually
Yeah,
say
they did. They were part of the Empire.
Okay, I don't remember that.
They confirmed it.
What is, hi!
Oh, hello there.
Hi, Alec.
But let's make sure we keep it in. So yes, we all seem to agree that Elrond was a shitbag.
Yes. Wholeheartedly. No doubt about it.
I feel no regret in him dying now.
So what else happened? So a couple things happened. I know there was a little heart to heart with some people over there at the tavern.
Huh?
Yes. Chatting.
Oh, us?
Yes.
I mean, sure.
Oh yeah.
I
that
mean,
could happen.
are we recapping the whole episode? Or are we just going like the last 10 minutes?
We're recapping important things that happened. I'd say that's pretty important.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we did have that a little bit.
Excuse me.
You got to dwell a little bit about backstory a little bit.
Yeah, I figured out a little bit about you being a free elf. I mean,
Free elf.
So I've been watching too much Harry Potter recently.
Gave me a
Dobby
song.
is a free elf.
Dobby is free!
But all to say, so you ended up kind of having that little conversation and everything. Something ended up happening. You guys picked up something about what was going on over at the temple. Yep. Ended up going and essentially intervening, kind of taking over your own version of the interrogation by speaking with the dead.
Yep. Spoke with the dead, got some information.
It's very clutch.
Managed to also stop information from potentially leaking that could look bad.
Yes. Basically saved the group from getting killed.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yep. And so
Pretty helpful.
Then we rallied up with the rest of the gang, and then we went to the rendezvous points in the middle of the night after finishing our long rest. So met up. She was disguised as Elrond. And,
Okay, so let's not actually toss it around
please.
like that.
Yes.
Alec asked for it, so it has to be.
Yes. Let's not do that though.
Thanks, Alec.
Way to fuck it up. Here, I got it.
Well,
It's right there.
I had it set up properly.
I mean,
I put it back where it was.
It's good enough. All right, carry on, please.
so Elena was disguised as Elrond, and our lazy barbarian here was disguised as Cynthia.
Hey, I was doing my job.
He's doing his job,
Okay.
just smelling the
All right.
horse's ass.
Yeah.
The whole encounter. Needless to say, we ran into Elrond's party in a sense. Some conversations were had, and then some of us split along the sides to try to rendezvous.
Yeah, I know you took that last second.
I'm
what's
taking
the word?
another one.
Oh, okay. Well, you can take it once we start. So.
I just did.
Okay.
Reconnaissance, that's the word I was looking for. We were trying to do some reconnaissance, found out there was a shit ton more of them, and blew our cover, ended up in a really big fight. We killed just about everyone, except one.
Except one.
You're lucky. You're lucky you maimed him, and it didn't become my turn. So I was ready to magic missile his ass into the ground.
Oh, I know you were.
But there is one remaining that you basically just kind of chopped right up its leg and just kind of did everything. You also put a blade inside his mouth and basically knocked out a couple teeth and just ripped the entire side of his jaw
Wait, hold on.
to make sure he didn't suicide.
This wasn't here last time.
It was
So-
over
I know.
here.
That's why I said I
Was
shifted
it?
everything
Yeah, okay.
down. Yeah, I shifted everything.
I don't
It was
remember.
still
I
there.
don't remember this actually physically being right
It-
behind me. I
it-
just couldn't see it from my angle.
It was.
Yeah, it
probably
was
pushed
there.
a
It was
little
in
bit
front
back,
of me.
but-
It was literally right here.
Yeah, okay, but me was like there.
No, it was there. So don't worry. If you go back and look at the VOD, you're fine. All right. So all to say though, so you guys end up kind of having this little scuffle, and then you have one person remaining, and that's we're gonna go ahead and pick up this session. So where we last left our adventurers, you all had just finished a very, very interesting fight with what was essentially claiming to be a bunch of Imperials. They ended up trying to get a little bit of information from you. They believe that you actually brought Cynthia, which they had mentioned was believed to be a member of the Lord's court in some regard, or a servant or something. But they have questions that they wanted to ask. You're going to go ahead and start bringing her around till, well, you ended up kind of killing them all, except for one. And that one ends up lying on the ground right in front of Dino. So, that being said, you end up realizing as this happens, the rain's actually beginning to pick up. What do you want to do? So where is everyone positioned? You're going to end up hearing Arthur just kind of shout out saying, I'm going to go back. I need to check on Cynthia. I need to go. We got to make sure that she's okay.
So is he yelling that loud enough?
Not loud enough. He's yelling that basically to Elena as he's kind of walking by.
Okay.
Not loud enough that anyone can hear over there.
Pretty much being Elena.
So, what are you guys doing?
I would notice we're done with combat to an extent, correct?
Yep.
Obviously. I'd loot this guy over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'd go back. I'd loot this guy, then I'd go back to about here.
Okay.
That's my plan.
So let's go ahead and roll investigation on your loot.
That's a 7.
Okay. You're gonna end up noticing two things really obvious on this person.
Okay, never mind.
You're gonna notice two things really obvious on this person. So one is gonna be this short sword that looks like it's very refined. You're gonna end up seeing that it's not just a short sword, but this short sword plus 2.
Okay. Does a 7 plus 4 do anything?
You're still gonna get a short sword plus 2.
So an 11.
You're also gonna see a standard short bow or crossbow.
Crossbow. Okay, so I pick up the short sword.
Or the short sword?
Short it's a short sword plus 2.
Okay, I pick that up.
Okay.
And then I sheath it.
You have a sheep.
Sheath.
Sheath it, whatever,
Do you
in my
have
belt.
one? Do you have one?
I have a belt. It's going in the belt. Okay?
It's going in the belt.
I mean, he would obviously have a sheath on him, so you could just take his sheath.
Just take the whole thing, man. Just unplug it out.
So you went ahead and looted that body. Okay, what else does the rest of the group want to do?
All right.
I guess I'll loot that body.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and loot it. Investigation, please. So what do you want to do?
Okay. I'm just gonna continue interrogating.
Okay, so we'll get to you then for the interrogation. What are you doing, Elena?
I would like to investigate this building.
Okay, sure. So as you end up going inside that building, you're going to end up seeing a couple things. I want you to go ahead and roll investigation, and then I want you to also roll an arcana. So you said 19. So with your 19, as you end up kind of ruffling through him a little bit, just trying to pick things up, you realize that there's like kind of a little bit of a gap between his breastplate. You kind of open it. You see as you pull the breastplate back, it looks like there's a couple pockets in there. You end up reaching in there and finding that there is actually a pouch with about 20 gold coins in it. Then you're also going to end up seeing what looks like another short sword of plus 2, a crossbow, and a bunch of ammunition. It's going to be actually remaining. It's going to be 10 shots of ammunition, and they're going to be plus 1 ammunition for a crossbow. And then you're also going to end up finding, when you're kind of digging up inside of the pouch up there, you're going to end up seeing what looks like a letter and then a small little notebook. And the notebook seems like it's actually kind of finely done. Not just like a standard notebook. It looks like it's like ornate actual shell. Almost like it was like a published novel of some kind. Just like in a condensed version.
When we get a chance between all this, I want to start looking at it.
Okay. All right.
19 plus 6 investigation.
Okay.
And 8 arcana.
Okay. So as you're kind of looking around inside the room, you're going to end up seeing that basically the entire building's in shambles, but you're going to end up seeing there's one body in there. You're able to pretty easily just kind of rifle through. You're going to end up noticing a lot of the same stuff. What you're going to end up finding inside is you end up kind of opening up this little side area in the breastplate. You're going to see there's also a little coin purse in there, and the coin purse is going to end up having about 7 silver and 5 gold. And then you're also going to end up finding that, sorry, for you, one thing that I forgot to mention, I'm looking at the sheet over here. So you also end up finding a sending stone.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So going back to you, so one of the other things you're going to notice, you're kind of like rifling through, you're going to see a short sword plus 2.
Ooh.
And then you're also going to see a crossbow, no special ammunition.
Hey, you.
You're also going to end up seeing what looks like a a kind of a sketch that was done
Hey,
up.
if you just search sword, you have blue one.
You're also going to find a note, Elena. And as you kind of like look at it, it looks like it's a drawing of some kind.
There's a short
That's-
sword +1, but not a
Keep,
+2.
it's, load more.
Yeah,
Keep going.
it's in
there
there.
it is.
It's in there.
It'll be blue. I
Alright.
just added it. Is there any
Add.
special abilities to these, or are they just generic plus 2?
They're +2 swords.
They're considered magic.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
but I mean, there's nothing.
And you said a drawing as well?
Yeah, a drawing.
Okay.
It looks like a drawing. You're kind of just briefly looking. If you want to look at it more, you can. But
Yeah. Yes,
You have to
Okay.
customize.
so as you go ahead and kind of look at the drawing a little bit more, you're gonna end up noticing that it looks like it's really poorly drawn. But you're end up seeing what looks like a little kind of a stick figure just kind of standing there, and then you see like what looks like some poorly drawn version of like some kind of a helmet, like a knightly kind of ornate looking helmet. And as you end up looking a little bit closer, you see like what looks like somebody standing on top of like this thing's hanging on top of a hill. You kind of look a little bit more at the backdrop, and it's really difficult to make out, but it looks like it's kind of just a general scene of what looks like potentially a city or something like that. Then written in small words in Elvish at the bottom of the page, you're going to end up actually being able to pick it up, and it says, "Daddy, my hero."
Oh.
That's adorable. And you guys killed him.
All right, so going to you. We'll go ahead and do so. You want to kind of look through the book really quick?
Yeah, what should I label that, by the way? Just so if I need to come back to it, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So as you're looking at the cover of the book, the cover is actually going to be in common. So as you're looking at the cover, it's going to end up saying. Actually, let me go ahead and pull up the exact name really quick. Make sure. So it's going to be Shrine in the Forgotten Lands. And it's going to say our goddess Foss. FAS. And as you end up like opening the cover of the book and looking inside, you're going to end up seeing what looks like a little inscription inside that's written in there. What languages do you speak again?
Common and Orcish.
Okay. It's going to be something that you kind of recognize as maybe Elvish, just because Elvish is pretty distinct. You're not able to read it immediately, but that's the only thing that's really written in Elvish. You kind of start like panning through the pages. You're going to end up seeing a couple of the pages look like they're kind of bookmarked, and it looks like it's just in the really like short breath of what you're saying. You're going to end up seeing what looks like a couple of pages that are just saying like something about like a temple that used to exist in this area. A temple that looks like it had some kind of a magical tribute that was involved around Foss, which is the goddess of the moon. Reading a little bit more, you're going to end up seeing how there's a weapon of great power in there. And as you're kind of like reading through it, it looks like the person who is actually like looking through this, they're kind of like circling and noting a couple areas, just writing some notes in, like should be in the area, and just a couple other miscellaneous things. Okay. Going to, and remember too, it does have something in Elvish if you want to get somebody else to translate for you. Alright, so going to you. What do you want to do, Dina?
Alright. So I technically still have my sword in his mouth. And at that point I just like
You did kind of cut it out of his mouth to
Yeah.
rip the teeth out in there.
well yeah, just basically just rip basically his whole cheek off. Is what I planned to do.
Yep, and he's just kind of like holding his cheek, trying to like kind of stop the bleeding.
So I'm just gonna stand on top of him and just laugh about these things.
Okay, so who else is in the area then? So I'm assuming Scorn's over there.
Well, I'm right where I am.
Okay.
Looking at, kind of scouting out a little bit.
You just see me on top of the soldiers.
I'm basically kind of playing lookout. That's what I'm doing.
You hear that?
I can't hold
You absolute sons. Your comrades are no more. It's just me now. Now, you could view me as savior or the Grim Reaper. The choice is yours. Now, I do have a couple of questions for you. And I do hope you're more compliant than your ill-demised friend. Elrond, as he went.
Could you? I talk. Could you heal me? He's kind of choking on blood a little bit as he's trying to like kind of hold his jaw to the side. I'll heal me. I'll talk.
Oh, my guttering. I just kind of grab him by the scruff and just hoist him up a little bit.
You're gonna watch his blood kind of begin pouring out his mouth a little bit.
I just look around and I see you. Hey! Can you make him talk a little bit better? He's not just fucking coughing up blood.
I don't know if I'm a fan of that one. I'd like to see him watch cough blood.
Oh, trust me. I would love to see blood just come out of every orifice of his body. But, unfortunately, we do need answers. And it's not looking any better.
Let me see what I got. Let me look back real quick.
All right. So while he's doing that, what do you guys want to do?
Where's your mic?
I guess since I
got
looked
75
through
gold?
the building, I would just start walking over.
Okay. So you're gonna be
Cool.
grouping up.
Why?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look here. Check his person.
You check this guy, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
As
Couple of
we're doing it, I'm gonna check guy's person, see
Okay.
if he has any gold that I can use
Okay.
or potions.
Yeah. So go ahead. And as you're kind of searching him, roll investigation.
I can cast guidance on you.
Oh, yes. Three, 18, so 16.
Okay. You're gonna end up seeing that he has a +2 short sword on him. You're also gonna end up seeing that he has a +1 crossbow, and he's also going to have. He's gonna end up having 14 +1 munition for the crossbow.
Any gold? Any gold?
Well, we'll get there. I'm letting you kind of like.
Okay.
So as you're kind of searching through his person, you're gonna end up remembering with some of the soldiers that they do have this little area in there. So you're kind of struggling to rip up his chest plate a little bit, especially through all the blood.
Mhm.
But as you end up getting your hand inside, you're gonna end up seeing he does have a coin pouch in there. He ends up having about 50 gold. And you're also gonna end up seeing what looks like some notes in there that are kind of hidden away. Can somebody go ahead and roll? Actually, you're the one who's grabbing it, so go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Ooh.
That's a 1.
A 1.
I didn't do it.
Okay. All right. And you're gonna end up pulling this out of his chest plate, essentially.
So I move closer. And I hold out my mug, my stein. Say if you want to heal him, you're going to have to pay.
Alright. I toss in the gold that he had, plus plus another extra 25 gold for it.
We don't have to roll for how much he gets healed, but he's gonna kind of getting healed enough. You're gonna see as like it looks like a little bit of his face kind of begins to like kind of start coagulating a little bit. Not just fully heals, but it kind of heals enough where it looks like he's able to kind of talk. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Right. Now, I'm here for the mercy of my own heart. Now, you have answers for me.
Are you?
Not spill. What is it that you wanted with Cynthia?
There was a reason why the Empire has been so fixated on the law in his court. I don't know much outside of it other than investigation. You grab some of my papers. Why don't you just go looking through them a little bit? Get a better idea.
You have quite some. You got blood on it!
Terribly sorry.
Shut up!
You see him just kind of spitting out a little more blood. You're gonna end up noticing out of the corner of your eye, it looks like Edard and Elena end up kind of walking up.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Has he said anything important?
Not yet, but these documents look important. Mind the blood.
I still look like Elrond.
Oh, you still do?
Yeah.
And you still look like Cynthia?
Look at the board, bro.
Look, bitch, I don't know. You never said a damn thing that you came out of your disguise.
I
Or,
did it right.
or Cynthia. Got it.
I never took you out for a traitor of the Empire.
Oh, right. He doesn't know.
Elrond's dead.
What kind of evil, maniacal people laugh at the death of somebody?
Listen, that guy was a total prick. Okay.
Hey.
Doesn't matter if you're a prick or not. Life is still life. All you fucking free folks are like that. All you care about is slave trading, taking care of your own land, and bringing around the demise of fucking material plane.
That's definitely not our stance.
Oh, I'm sorry then. So that's why you're attacking the Imperial trying to come pro.
Because they were attacking us when we were trying to leave the city. We're not. This is not our home.
What are you doing in the freelance?
We were here by circumstance. That is it. Trying to make a living.
Trying to make a living. You ever try getting a living in the Holy Lands under control of the Imperials?
The first time we tried to leave this area and have contact with your people, so-called the Imperials, we basically tried to be murdered. So it doesn't look too well for us.
It's a conflict of war. What do you expect?
Okay? It is our first time with Imperials.
So, the Empire doesn't have any slavery.
No. What would you think of that?
That's all I've known my life. Just think of you, bloody humans. All you do is just try to undermine us little people and try to put us to work. Think we're nothing more than just hard labor for your stupid tasks.
You really never experienced anything with the Empire.
To be quite frank, just like the big fella said, the only thing I've experienced with the Empire feels like you're more of the raiding type, pillaging and killing innocent folk.
Killing innocent folk. You think we've gone around killing people?
So far, yes.
How many people do you think we've killed in this effort? I don't know the exact number, but I'll be remiss to say that it's something else. Something very small, if that. We're not here to slaughter people.
Well, raining down the hellfire on an entire city probably has a lot of damage done to it, including the civilians.
The Emperor has his reasons.
So then,
There's no doubt about that. The Emperor wouldn't go sending us in here on a holy... Sorry.
Are you doing that in character, or is that actually your mouth?
No, this is all character.
Okay, just making sure.
This is all character.
I kick his hand out of his mouth.
What the fuck is that for? I'm telling you whatever you want to know.
Fucking get your hands out of your bloody fucking mouth before I cut your fingers off.
Does one of you have cleric? Can you lay on hands, paladins?
You're lucky enough I actually healed you. My other instinct was to put a fucking dagger in your other side of your cheek.
By the gods, what the fuck is up with your eyes?
How do you like them, Dad? Why don't you get a better look as I grab my sword and just get ever so close onto his neck?
Fucking...
Now,
You're
You're in
possessed.
no position to ask us questions.
I'll tell you what you want to know.
Why is it that you're out here? Why did Elrond infiltrate our party? What is it that you're directly after?
It's not your party. That's not what we're going for. To be quite honest, we don't give a shit about any of you. All we care about is the Lord and his court.
What's so interesting about his lord?
I mean, if you take the Lord, you take the lands.
I think this is about lands and the crusade.
What else would it be for? Your empire, you're trying to, I assume, stretch your power to the farthest reaches you could.
Fucking Lord is propaganda getting out everywhere. That's not what it's about at all. It's never what it's been about.
So, why are you here then?
Specifically, my unit volunteered for this. We're here on a mission of highest priority. We're trying to get any information we can about the Lord and his court. Find anyone related so that we can infiltrate, find out any information.
And what information have you found so far?
Well, Cynthia's the big one. There's other units operating. I don't know where they are exactly. I'm not the commander of everything that's going on.
You know where these other units headed off to originally?
I do. Well, I'd look at the papers, but you have them.
By the way, I'm scout. I'm playing watch. Went back to my perch and watching.
Okay.
To see if anybody starts heading.
Okay. Tell me kind of like what your watch pattern is. You like, it's
I
like
mean-
30 seconds here, 30 seconds there, 30 seconds
Yeah,
there.
roughly. I'd be kind of like a slow, like
Just kind of slowly going around.
Slowly,
Okay.
just-
Slowly panning the entire area.
just back and forth. Like I'm going probably between like here,
Okay.
since there's a hut here now, there's a door, and like to the tree and back. Like that's like my head motion is going from here to here, back
Okay.
and forth. And that obviously with my dark vision of
Okay.
being able to see.
Cool.
Right. So. Alright. So, seeing as you don't know much, then why? It seems like you're also not telling us the whole truth. Tell me, what do you know about this one? And I just turn his head over to you.
About Elrond. Wait, you said Elrond was dead. I don't understand.
Be it here, won't ya?
That's not normal magic.
What's normal to you? This is normal to me.
I've seen that before. Some of the members in our espionage division actually have that ability. Oh, changeling.
I knew it.
Oh!
What of it?
I
Why
said
are you
that like
siding
a-
on the side of oppression?
I'm not on anybody's side. If anything,
Why are you attacking Imperials then? If you're not with the free lands and the free folks and the Lord, then why are you attacking Imperials? Makes no
Because they've
sense.
been attacking us at every turn.
They've been attacking the Lord, his court, and the free lands troops. You think we give a shit about any of you? Not like that, at least. We're not trying to hurt you.
Clearly you are. I don't see where the confusion comes from.
I'm sorry. Who swung first?
Uh,
Who slaughtered my men?
It is different situation. Up until now, it was your men that swung at us first the entire time.
I'm curious. Tell me how this happened. Just tell me any scenario where my men have swung first. Anyone in the Imperial's army.
Back at the
Oh,
checkpoint.
fucking another tooth. What checkpoint?
At the bridge.
I'm sorry, I'm not. What unit was it? I don't know the entire operation command of everything and everyone that's going on. Well, I'll send I'm answering questions. While this one's rifling through his bag, if there's anything else you guys want to do.
What did you want from Cynthia?
I'm sure she knows, we're sure she knows something about the Lord's Court. Where they are, where they're meeting, their escape plan. Anything like that. Even if she's not officially a part of it, and she is just a servant, as Elrond believe, she must know something. She must have overheard a conversation, and when we need to get all information out of her. Interrogation, that's the big thing. That's what I've been told. My commander's been very slim on the details in that front.
She hasn't given us any indication that she was anything other than a servant.
People say that. People say that. Right, news about Imperials is we have a lot of certified training. Pirates, mages. Very large group. I'm sure we'd be able to find something out. Or at least strike a deal with them. Some people don't need to be forced into speaking, just persuaded rather.
So what do we do with this information?
I
mean,
It's not for me to decide. I just value my life.
What do you report to?
You were going to kill yourself. You
What?
value your life, but you were going to kill yourself.
I don't really have the option anymore, do I? Quite frankly, you don't know what I was going to do. Just because one of those damn mages put this thing in my mouth doesn't mean I was going to be the one to do it. The last resort anyways. You know what those things are?
your acid beats.
Yeah, they're acid. How do you know that? Oh, you're reading it. The acid beads that were refined and trimmed down and forcefully inserted in all of the mouths in the unit.
Your friend Elrond took a pretty well bite out of it. That's all we all said.
Did he really do it?
Yes.
Oh, he did. He screamed very loudly.
You're despicable.
Thank you.
Elrond, for all of his faults, was a decent man. Everything he was doing was in the sake of saving the free land and saving the empire.
Right. Well, the way we see it, I don't give two shits about the Empire right now. All we see you as...
Sounds like we're more aligned than you might think.
I stab him in the leg. Right, that's enough sass out of you. Look. Two things are gonna happen. Either, one, we can show you mercy, and leave you
Roll
to die.
perception, David.
Leave you to die
Roll
Perception.
perception.
out here in the woods, in the dark, alone, bleeding to death. Or
16.
you can finish this little interrogation up. I'll bring you mercy.
What do you mean by mercy? You're gonna let him kill me? He looks over at you two.
Dina, why don't you hold off on that for a few minutes?
I gave him the options. It's the only two
There's other options, Dino.
for him.
Dino.
Did I see anything?
Clearly has good information that we can learn from. Especially when we're out here dealing with the Imperials.
What time is it?
Dino.
Like a little past midnight.
Let's ask him Let's ask him what you want now.
You know, why don't you take a walk?
Guys, why don't we actually move this into maybe possibly a small location? Maybe.
So you're staring at him.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I guess just looking at the guy.
What are you doing? You're just like you're talking to Dean. I'm assuming you're looking at Dean. I'm talking to Dean.
Yeah.
I want both of you as he's kind of like moving to go ahead and roll insight.
Who?
These two.
Sorry. Those two isn't those two? 9.
5.
5.
Rip.
Okay, so what was it?
9.
9, 5. Okay, you're gonna end up recognizing like he's kind of like he's still kind of messing around with his mouth, like he's just trying to kind of clear something out, and it looks like he's kind of struggling for a second. He's kind of just trying to pull something.
What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
I sever his fingers with my blade.
Okay. So as that happens, what you're gonna end up seeing is you're gonna end up seeing what looks like this kind of mist of smoke immediately just appear right next to him. As somebody grabs onto his hand and pulls it away from the swinging blade, you're gonna immediately see what looks like this thing just immediately start summoning a door as he just pulls them both inside.
Do I have time to react to grab him? Tino's gonna yell, "Son of a bitch! Fuck!"
Roll initiative.
Are you kidding? I got a nat 1.
You might still be able to catch up to me.
All right, so basically you're gonna see
You got
this
a
guy,
plus anything?
gonna grab him, and then they're
I
immediately
had a
gonna
plus
disappear.
2.
Because I was. No. We're rolling.
So I'm sure you guys understand how dimension door works. But
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Him and one person, he can grab one and teleport them. So basically, he can just come up, snag, and go. Basically like a portal, but it closes everything.
Yeah.
It also doesn't allow you to provoke opportunity to attack or anything along those lines.
Look at you know
Gotta
more
love
about D&D.
D&D!
all right, let's go above a 20.
Gotta love Baldur's Gate.
Above a 20.
So I played the Warlock, man.
Yeah. I don't think so,
The
bro.
scrolls were important.
All right, let's go 10 to 15.
12.
10.
12.
Mm-hmm.
He knows 10.
Yep.
Okay. So Elena gets the little thingy first.
Give her the mimic.
Give her the mimic. So just so you guys know, we have a new little thing because I sometimes forget what the initiative order is, and this will also help people to prepare.
Oh.
Other camera.
Other camera.
So we have the mimic of next is what we're calling it. Basically, a mimic plushie that we're going to hand around to the person who's next in line. That way, they can start preparing for their turn before we start. So I'm not Matt Mercer. I'm not going to remember to say you're on deck every time. So this is the way around it. All right. So Dino.
Ready to go.
All right. Let's go less than 10 then.
9.
3.
Yeah, you going last.
So 9-3.
Yeah.
I got a nat 1.
Out of curiosity, because I was looking out, like, did
No.
I see anything?
You didn't see anything.
Damn it.
You're still on high ground though, so there is a chance you'll be able to see something. Okay. All right. So going to. So you're gonna end up seeing what looks like
Son of a bitch.
somebody
Get
just
off.
kind of misty step straight up there. Misty step straight up there. All right. So first one's gonna end up coming down with a nice little thing. So everyone's gonna be a deck save. As you see, as he kind of starts making this incantation, starts massiving just huge flames in his hand and just releases it.
16.
16.
16,
13.
13.
Oh, sorry, what am I doing? Dex save?
Dex save.
18. Plus 0.
All right. So you said 18.
16.
16.
13.
Okay. So you're going to pass. Everyone else is going to end up taking 22 damage. You're going to take half.
So I'm gonna pass?
Yeah, you pass. So you take
Everybody
half.
takes 22 damage.
22 damage.
I'm down. Like,
Oh,
immediately.
All right, going to the next mage.
Which one was it? The one up top?
That
or the
one, I
behind me.
was it the one behind?
The one above. Yeah,
That
the
one.
one above.
22.
Yeah, that's the one who's going down. So you're
Going
gonna.
now.
What's that?
Going now is this one?
Yeah, that's the one
Okay,
who's
so
going.
that
down.
one just went.
No, that one hasn't gone yet. The one up top is the one that went. The one up top.
Oh,
is
that
the one.
that did the.
That was the fireball.
Yeah, I figured.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and go to you. So he's gonna. The other mage is gonna end up seeing something kind of like some kind of sidestep, basically kind of avoid the majority of this. I want you to go ahead and make a wisdom save. Did you see him kind of start pulling back this incantation and then trying to cast a spell against you? Keep in mind, if any of you do have counter
Dirty
spells,
20.
dirty spells, you could or counter spells or anything like that, you guys can.
Dirty
20. Okay.
Fuck out of here, bitches.
I do. Could I have used that for a deck save?
You
For-
could
for a
counter
spell.
fireball.
Well, I guess I can't do it now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the moment did pass, but if you end up going back up, now you can counter spell. So it's a reaction. All right. So
I didn't know I could do it to, like...
Yeah, whenever a spell happens, whenever I'm saying like there's an incantation or a spell kind of going off, you could always just reaction whatever it is. All right.
How close? He's still back there.
All right. So as he go ahead and makes this incantation and kind of like directs this at you, it's going to immediately hit. You're going to feel your entire body begin to shake as it kind of starts like kind of going inside, kind of like you're beginning to kind of like seclude, and then it immediately pops off. Nothing happens.
I'd be like, give me a fucking 20. Fuck.
All right, going to Elena. All right, Elena's back up with 1 HP. Going to Dino.
Dino's gonna curse a little bit. He's just like, God fucking damn it! Fuck! Look back behind him, see that dude over there.
I don't have any.
Okay. Pop right over here.
Okay.
As soon as that happens, I'm just
Gonna put you.
as Dino's just holding and clenching his fists, and he's gonna do the old 1-2 on
Okay.
that sorcerer.
All right.
I was gonna try to fuck you.
That's fifth. No, sorry. 17 to hit.
17 to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
For the first one?
17 is going to hit. Yep.
Okay. 17 for that first one. That's gonna do 6 damage. And then
Yeah.
come on up with the second one. That is above a 20. Hit.
Yeah. So. Yep.
This is with that +2.
Some glass cannon.
So that's 12 damage.
It's 12 damage. How much was the first one again?
6.
6. Just making sure.
So 18, and then going to bonus. Use that as a bonus action. So, yeah, that'll be my turn.
Going to. Okay. Okay. And going to Scorn.
Out of curiosity, because I'm reading this spell, so I just wanted before I cast it, I want clarification. It says the spell has no effect if the target is undead or if it doesn't understand language, blah blah blah, or if your command is directly harmful.
You can't force it to harm itself.
Are you trying to use the spell command?
want to use if I tell the guy to take 4 steps forward, is he gonna follow that, or is that considered harmful?
That would be considered harmful.
Okay, not gonna do that. I was gonna have a fall this day.
You just say fall.
Trust fall.
A trust fall. Can I get the thingy that you're trying to get rid of? You get the mimic. That way you can determine what you want to do next. All right.
So in that case, I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on the guy. Yeah, I'm gonna do the guy that Tito just hit,
Okay.
and that's going to be a 18 plus 7.
18 plus 7.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna hit.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Yeah, so I heard whatever. So 2d8. Right? Yes. Let's see. Let's go with this one. Let's go with this one.
So is it one of these guys that pulled the dude out, or no?
No. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. So
That's
it all happened kind of simultaneously. So
10 damage.
10 damage.
Yep. And
Okay.
then I'm going to use a bonus action of Healing Word and cast on Elena level 1. So 1d4 plus. Do I roll that or did she roll that?
She rolls out.
Okay, 1d4 plus
1d4 plus 2?
4.
2.
Nice.
Plus 2. So 6.
No,
No.
4.
Oh. Trying to fucking help, man.
All right. Anything else for him?
And then
It's okay. I got false life.
I'm actually going to move. So I'm going to move up to here.
Okay.
Is that 5, 10, 15, 20, 25?
Yeah, basically.
Is that right? I mean, just.
All right. Going to Eddard. It goes to Lena next.
I am just going to climb up here. Yeah, pretty much actually. Yeah.
So that's going to end up being double movement speed to get up there.
Okay.
So it's going to be 20 feet to get up, so you need 40 feet of movement to get all the way up there. Which I think you have,
I
actually.
have 40.
Yeah. So you would literally just get up to the edge.
And I'm just going to kind of like keep my weapon down. Listen, we could have killed your guy. I tried talking him down. Let's just calm down for a second, please. And then that's gonna
Okay.
be,
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
The 17.
17?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Going to First Mage. First Mage is going to go ahead and... All right, so it's going to go ahead and target you. Gorm?
It's
So go ahead and make a wisdom save.
out of curiosity. That Healing Word still counts as a spell slot. Action.
Yeah, it still counts as a spell.
I
slot.
just want to make sure. I
Yeah,
didn't-
totally.
Definitely didn't say that.
Unless it's a cantrip.
So your wisdom save.
Wisdom save?
Yep.
18 plus something else. 2. 30, 20.
30, 20?
Fuck out of here, bitch.
All right, so you're gonna feel yourself kind of begin retracting a little bit as you just immediately push it off again.
As I
He's trying to cast hold.
Huh?
I think he's trying to cast hold.
So going to the second mage. So the second mage is gonna go ahead and just kind of look at basically I guess it's the two of you that are like standing right in front of him. And you're gonna end up saying he just kind of like begin to like snap his fingers and like retracts as immediately just poofs into a mist of smoke. And you're gonna end up hearing him say, "What's up?
So that's more than 30 feet.
Is it more than 30 feet?
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
I don't know, 5, 10, 15,
Wow.
25, 30,
Yeah, that's more than
35,
30.
40, 45, 50, 55. That's like 60.
Let me double check really quick because I'm not actually using Misty Step.
Oh, you're not? Oh, okay. Because
I-
Misty's
I'll
only 30.
make sure. Yeah, because it describes like Misty Step, but it's not action. So, but I'll double check if it will.
Dimension door. I think it's 60.
Well, it wasn't Dimension Door.
Dementador, I think, has more than.
I think it's 120.
Yeah, I think it's one.
Yeah, Dimension Door is like ridiculous range.
Yes.
It's a
Look at
massive
you. Knowing things.
Excuse me.
fucking- Look, Act 3 in Baldur's Gate. You learn a lot of shit. Still playing.
We're still in Act 1.
I think
You're
I
still in Act 1?
Yes, we're
Look.
really
Okay,
going through
so-
everything.
I think I found
This
stuff into
man
Act
drives
2.
me crazy.
You gotta play
Like,
solos.
oh my god, it drives me. Like, I literally
Play
sit there.
solos.
I sit there playing on my phone while he's looting everything.
The first
That's
go
what
round.
you do in D&D.
The first
Especially in a video game version of it.
first go round, play by yourself, then play with
Alright.
others. I've learned that the hard way.
So he would get down there, then he'd end up walking the rest of the way down.
Okay.
So he's basically going to get into the back of the cart right there, and is going to immediately look over you and say, 30 seconds. And you see him just kind of like holding something in his hand. Okay. Going to Elena.
It's on my turn.
Oh.
I'm
30 seconds is a lot in D&D.
That's true.
I'm assuming I heard that since I'm right there in the middle.
Combat, anyway.
So I'm just going to cast False Life on myself just to try to heal up a little bit, and that'll be my action.
Okay.
I'm not going to try to hurt anybody at this time.
Gonna move.
Nope.
All right. Going to
turn.
no. You know what you done.
You got skip, bitch.
I got skip. Nah, sorry. You would
No, it's
hold
Dino.
it. Well, yeah, no, I know,
he
but
didn't
he,
get to hold
I
it.
didn't
Yeah,
get
yeah,
to
yeah.
hold it.
This is when we need to make sure we're passing it around because the person who gets it, they get to think about what they're doing when they're holding the mimic. That's the whole reason. It's a gimmick. You can't forget it's your turn when you're literally holding on to the mimic. That's
Don't be stupid.
He's being stupid.
We're all gonna die.
Dash.
okay. So you're getting right at their next one.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and make a wisdom save.
Is Dino smart? Find out.
Well, what?
He's not.
All right.
That's it's not one.
Yeah, he's
That's a crit fail.
All right. So as this happens, you're gonna feel your body kind of beginning to retract a little bit as you end up like basically getting in range, and as you end up kind of like feeling yourself begin to retract and just kind of like begin kind of like convulsing slightly. You're gonna end up like coming out as you end up seeing him as he's like kind of making this leap onto there, turn to this little frog and just land right in front of the mage.
Huh?
I'm more buddy.
So you're a frog.
His reaction said, "Fuck you."
Good thing it's Elena in game.
Bonus action. Second.
All right. So as that happens, you're gonna end up seeing the mage just immediately pick up the frog, and just kind of hold on to him. It's like 25 seconds. All right, going to Scorn.
I'm curious. If because I'm thinking Baldur's Gate. So the answer in Baldur's Gate is yes. But
I am the DM here. What do you want to
That's
do?
what I'm wondering.
What do you want to do?
So if I can break his concentration on Polymorph, it's his concentration spell, correct? If I can break his concentration, can he finish off his attack?
No.
No, my turn ends.
I just what I'm
Yeah.
That's
That was just damage Dino until he turns back into a.
Pinata?
I have shit planned out, but then I get told I can't do it every time. So far.
Let's see how much candy comes out.
Well, that's not how it works in Baldur's Gate either.
Yes, it does because you break concentration, and if you're in the same block before between enemies, you're all four in the same spot. You can go back and
Oh,
forth,
well,
back
that's
and forth.
because that game does
Shut
that
up! I know.
to hasten up combat.
So what are you doing?
Mm,
Give off your thing too.
You could
Give
just
off
do
the.
nothing.
Give off the
Yeah,
thing.
give me the mimic.
I could just do nothing. At the same time.
That's probably the smart one.
Yeah, that's probably the smart thing.
One person's trying to be
Or you can heal
diplomatic,
me
just
some
kinda
more.
help out.
Or we can be frog buddies.
Honestly, the guy at top, I'm gonna attack the guy at top.
You dirty
Okay.
whore.
I don't like these guys. I don't like empires. So I'm going to attack.
What
with,
do you like?
Fighting.
Hoes and hoes.
Short
What is my god? They're called a death.
Short answer.
What was it called? Venus something?
What?
19
God.
to hit.
Canis.
What are you doing?
Ray of Frost.
Okay. So as that happens, you're gonna end up seeing what looks like just is kind of a kind of snap kind of come as immediately you see like some kind of a ray coming from a different direction that you didn't recognize. Immediately just snapping the spell. Dissolves.
Fucking
No spell.
counter spell. Honestly, I'm gonna bonus action. I'm gonna go to cover. So I'm gonna kind of fly. Is there enough room to stand behind this?
Barely.
Like with full coverage kind of thing? Or
If
is
you
that-
want full cover, I'm gonna make you roll a dex. So, well, acrobatics, I guess. So, you can stand there. It's just gonna be difficult to stand. If you want full cover,
Well, I'm just wondering, like, is this technically safe from, like, right here where I'm on the ledge behind this? Is that safe from him and him?
you would be partial cover from the guy that's holding the frog. You know,
Okay, but safe from the guy up top.
as it stands right now. Yeah.
Sure,
That's
let's do that.
Dina's life now. He's just a frog.
Yeah.
I am frog.
All right. Anything else?
He actually casts true
No,
color
that's
wolf.
Okay. All right. Going to Edard.
Guys, put your weapons down. Listen. All we've been had. Sorry. The only experience we had with the Empire is them trying to kill us. Now we see different side. Let's talk, please. Everyone, please stop fighting.
Are people going to listen to that in the group or no?
Yeah.
Because you're going to see the mages are immediately just kind of looking around trying to get a read.
I've already.
And at that point, I've also like fully put my axe on the ground. Like I'm not even holding it.
You know?
Ribbit.
He's a frog.
I just go whack with my tongue at the wizard.
All he's thinking is, "Who's about to fly?"
You ain't so tough. You ain't so tough. Let me at him.
Clearly, he's not the threat to you.
Well, I'm not worried about him. I'm worried more so about your friend over there. I can see his leg from behind the rock.
Are we like pausing?
We're pausing combat right now.
Scorn, please. I don't know you very much, but just please, for the sake of this group that you are now clearly a part of, chill out.
Tell him to release Dino, and I will.
Can you
Or release Dino and I will.
at least put Dino down? I'm cool with him being a frog right now.
You're just going to kind of open his hand so Dino can just kind of go to the edge. I'm pretty sure Dino's just going to jump on the guy's head. I'm pretty sure. If I had to guess, he's going to stay on the guy.
That's correctly.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Just Scorn, it's
I-
fine.
He's just
Scorn,
like
I'm
viciously
still staying.
licking
I'm
his
just like
neck.
patting my hands on his head.
They're sticking a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
I piss on him
I
a
don't
little
like-
bit.
actually,
I piss
okay.
on him.
So-
a little frog piss.
So I don't like Imperials, but that's separate than the Empire, correct?
The Empire is the Imperials.
Is the see, I don't like them. I do not like
I
them.
understand that, but we are trying to compromise here. Listen, I have no. This is my first time actually experiencing the Empire in any kind of hospitalicized way.
What's your friend's name behind the rock over there?
It's Scorn.
Scorn.
Right, Scorn.
When we came in here, we came in with the best that we had. Which the best that we had was, well, to be honest, not really the best, but good enough to make a statement and make our presence known. You're potentially going up against, I don't think you know how many mages are in the area. In addition to that, the best you had to come out the gate was Ray of Frost. Ray of Frost is a very weak spell, and you're running out of time, so I would just recommend you stop trying to fight me and listen to your buddy.
Are we cool with it?
Still hesitant, but
10
I said
seconds.
I'll listen.
Just go ahead and put your stuff down for now, please.
I need to help me walk.
5 seconds.
You good?
Yeah, fine.
Alright. Your friend that you guys portaled away, he talked to us about apparently his mission.
Time's up. You're gonna watch as he immediately just kind of throws Dino down. And you're gonna end up seeing how him and the other mage also cast Dimension Door. Where you are at, I want you to go ahead and roll perception.
Barbarian trying to talk way out of things.
It's
Right?
just a 10.
A 10. So, as you end up seeing the dimension doors open, you're going to end up immediately seeing what looks like one of them kind of land right over there next to that building. And as you look inside, you see as he kind of like crawls inside, you're going to end up seeing what looks like a giant like flume of just like arcane energy just kind of coming up. As you end up seeing what looks like somebody dragging something inside, and a couple other people just immediately jump into this little space. Gone. And you watch as this like kind of arcane energy just fizzles on you.
They're gone?
So that's what it looks like. You can go investigate. That's that's what you see with your roll.
So I saw somebody dimension door here.
Yep.
Crawl into the building.
Yep.
And then you said it looked like a couple other people.
A couple of other people also like jumped inside of what looks like this like glowing arcane energy area.
Alright, well.
Okay, you're out of combat.
Jesus Christ. Maybe I'll be back for now.
Anybody got a health potion?
Well, that could have went better. Can somebody to go help Dino? Is it you know how to do that?
Well, I'm assuming if he's gone, he broke the concentration, so he's out of being a frog.
He actually hasn't broken concentration on it yet.
I don't think I can do anything for that.
I wanna walk over here.
Actually, I probably would state that. Why is Dino still like? Or did you say? Or I guess I can't because I haven't seen what happened. So I'm still.
Well, no, I said that Dino's still a frog. Can you help with that?
I mean, but like, are they? Because I wouldn't have known.
I haven't physically said anything yet, so no. But pretty much at this point, I kind of start walking off this way. You guys try to just chill out for a second, at least Elena. I meant as in just try to relax and recover a little bit.
I go sit on each box.
I just want to. I'm gonna walk over here.
Okay. Roll Arcana.
Rivet.
Long jump.
14.
Okay. So as you end up kind of going over there and looking, you're gonna end up seeing that like it looks like a little area was kind of cleared out in the rubble. And as you end up kind of trying to look at this, you end up seeing what looks like inscriptions and markings, almost making a circle inside this building. As you kind of start looking a little bit closer, it looks like it's actually a teleportation circle.
Guys, they're gone. It looks like they might have carved a teleportation circle inside the building.
It can't be that far. If Dino's still a frog.
Well,
Dino turns back.
now they're gone.
All right.
Well, Dino's way over there. You wouldn't see that.
Yeah.
Dino
I would
hot
have
there.
yelled. I would never mind. As he.
All right, listen. I know you don't like the Empire, and clearly, we're still trying to figure things out. But our they would say our perspective on the Imperials might need to slightly change for the time being. I mean, I really don't have a stake in the free people at all. And I don't really have a stake in the Imperials, and I'm just trying to make sure that the people that are
You know they're the ones who attacked the holdout city of Pike.
I understand that, but
Did you
I've
fight
also
them on the bridge?
with it.
Did you end up fighting them on the bridge as well?
Yes, we did fight them on the bridge, but we've also dealt with a lot of pieces of crap when it comes to the free people in this area.
This one conversation of someone we were torturing is not going to change my opinion. he would have said anything he wanted to stay alive.
But he also had no reason to stay alive when he was going to kill himself. I just think for the time being, we should probably try to just keep our options open in regards to who we call allies. I mean, we thought Elrond was, from the start, we thought he was a great guy. Look how he turned out.
Excuse you. I never liked him.
I mean, I never exactly liked him, but he was fine from the beginning at least.
No.
I think for the time being, just
Are you in there?
we should try
Yeah.
to discuss this stuff a little more.
Is there any lights in there?
I'd be able to see. Well,
There's no lights in there right now.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights.
Ew.
well, I mean, they're having a conversation. I wanted to see what I like. Just
That's
poof
fine.
Into.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'll let you.
So you're in there just you poof.
Yes. Why? I poof. I'm in there.
We'll get to what you see in there in a sec.
Okay. I won't cast dancing. I'll let you do your shit.
Okay. Turn.
I mean, that was pretty much it. Just we just need to be aware. I mean, clearly
Well-
these guys might have better intentions than we understand.
But we also don't know how many there are, and they could just be regrouping and coming back to kill us.
I understand that.
So we either
Which
need
is-
to move or
So for the time being,
follow.
let's figure out what we're doing here, and we should probably head back to the town.
still around.
Still around 1, probably.
I'm fine heading back. Dino, where'd you go? Are you in the?
So Dino, when you're actually inside there, once you roll investigation. That's a 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna kind of be dazed as you end up like kind of coming up out of it, and you're just kind of like rubbing your eyes, like, wow, everything is so much easier to see when my eyes are actually in front of me, not inside of my head. As you're kind of looking around, all you see is like a bunch of boxes just standing there in front of you inside this tent.
Okay.
You know, you alright?
Oh, you're actually in there?
Yeah,
Seems
I'm probably walking in like after you've changed because I'm looking for you.
Yeah, so like I'm just getting up, still just kind of phased a little bit as to what just happened, and Dino's just gonna finally recollect as to like, fuck, what the fuck, and I'm just gonna start throwing boxes on the ground and start screaming.
Fun.
Oh, I didn't even mean to
All
run
right.
down.
So as you do that, I want you to actually roll a D8 for me.
I probably would have moved through that here at this point.
8.
Okay. All right. So as you see him kind of like in this rage, grabbing a crate and just tossing on the ground, you're gonna see this entire crate just like burst open. You hear shattered glass, and you see what looks like a bunch of potion of healing of some kind just begin pouring across the floor.
Dino, Dino, can look at me.
What was that?
Don't worry about it. Stay out there. I think I kneel down and I grab you by the shoulder. Dino, listen.
What?
I know that things are tense right now, but we
Yeah, you think?
we have to figure out what we're doing and get out of here and head back to town. If there's anything that you want to find in here, throwing things around like this is not going to be the solution. Clearly.
Yeah, thanks for the help. Also, back then, Mr. fucking did nothing, and I just fucking let loose of your grip and just storm out.
Like any of the potions I've given.
Stepped on him.
I guess I'll take a look while I'm in there.
Okay. Roll investigation.
It's an 11.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna actually end up obviously saying what looks like a bunch of broken potion of healing on there. As you're looking through some of the other cases, you're gonna end up saying like one of them's just kind of like some miscellaneous potatoes and fruit and stuff like that. It looks like this is stuff that might have just been brought through in a teleportation portal and just kind of left in here. You kind of open another box, similar stuff, and open the last one. Like as you're just starting to lose interest, you like, oh shit, there's a bunch of scrolls in here, and you end up looking through and finding. You end up finding a scroll of greater restoration. 3 scrolls of the skies.
Of the skies?
Disguise.
Disguise self.
Yeah,
Disguise.
disguise.
I was like, I've never heard
Yep,
that.
disguise self.
It's a stand, apparently.
So 1 scroll of greater restoration, 3 scrolls of disguise self. And after that, you kind of feel like you've exhausted everything. Everything just feels like it's food. For the
So
most part.
3 disguise self.
Yeah, 3 scrolls of disguise self, and then 1 scroll of greater restoration.
Right.
And as you're kind of messing around with these crates, you're gonna end up seeing that it looks like they have like actual branding on the side of the crates that say Imperial property.
I'm trying to add this stuff in here, but anytime I try to.
So you're probably just gonna have to add a scroll, like a scroll of something, and then just literally type into the notes of the scroll what the scroll
Okay.
actually is.
Does it matter? Because right now they have like basically spell scroll and then levels.
It's a spell scroll.
Yeah, but is there certain levels?
Yeah, so these are going to be the minimal levels of what it is that you're using. So,
Okay, so they're all first levels. Yes.
well, so Great Restoration isn't the first level spell. I think Great Restoration is a 5th level spell.
Yeah.
So it's like a 4th or 5th level spell. Regardless, these are going to be minimal level spells for the spell level. My iPad is being extremely slow today. Else I'd look it up for you right now. But you could just like literally note these in your notes, and then
Yeah,
we could adjust
yeah.
it after this. Yeah, so it's 1 scroll of Greater Restoration, and then 3 scrolls of the Sky Self.
I remember that. I'll type it in more as you continue with whatever else.
All right, so that's what he's going to end up doing. So you end up storming out.
Kind of storm out and just observe my surroundings, recollect a little bit as to where we are.
Okay. As you end up looking around, you're going to end up seeing immediately that like every person in the area around you seems plainly obvious. Just like basically like even in the night, they just look like plain as day silhouettes. Just full-fledged like red silhouettes to you. Like almost like your night vision was enhanced.
That's interesting. See you.
I can see you too.
No. I can see how much clear as day. I just look over, interesting, and I look over this way, and
Looking inside.
like obviously I'm not like inside, but
So
like,
you're looking through a tent. So you're not going to see anything inside the tent. You're going to end up kind of like when you're looking at the direction, you're kind of like feel like a heartbeat. But as you end up kind of like walking around, like peeking inside, and all of a sudden you're just going to see him in the pitch black, just like super bright and transparent.
what the fuck is good? Fuck my head. Right, well,
What's up with those? What's up with your hand? Well, I guess could I have seen him shake his hand?
You have night vision. You would have, if you were kind of watching him walk around. You were just talking.
I
about
would've
something
yeah.
you will.
What's up with your hand?
it doesn't help that I just got blasted by a fucking fireball. So it just hurts a little.
You were blasted by. That was a while ago. Are those gloves?
Huh?
Your gloves on?
I would have gloves on, actually.
Your gloves make your hand shake. I'm now curious if I could tell if they're. I don't know if they're meant or not. I like.
I would say, yeah, you can go ahead and roll an insight on me.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna tell Dan what happened.
What?
That's a 6.
What a miss. I figured it was a good time to go. What's the receipt?
I guess we can just continue. Well, I mean, I
Yeah, we don't
rolled,
need Dan in
I rolled
here.
an 8.
Is that how it usually goes? Like, or is it just me seeing it?
I guess you just really see
Or would
it.
that be Arcana too? If it's.
Well, I mean, if you're trying to look for magical properties, yeah, it would be Arcana. So, in short answer, no, I'm not gonna have a magic glove. It just looks like plain old glove to you. However, it is singed from the firewall.
Okay. We rolled insight to see / arcana to see if I knew if his gloves were magic or not. I rolled a 6. He rolled
His magic? His gloves?
Yeah. If there are magical properties or not. I saw a singe basically from the fireball, and he just twitched his hand. So
Yeah,
just
so-
out of curiosity.
Well, that's between you guys. But
So like I didn't figure.
So like, Dino as response would just like cover his hand.
No.
It's
How are you? Are you okay? Or you need?
fine.
I mean,
Just-
help. I mean, your hand looks a little fucked up. You need something a little pick me up.
A cup would be. You still got the mug?
So I guess that's really going to depend, Dan, how it says per day. At what time does that actually recharge itself?
Dawn.
Dawn. So the
Right.
answer is I won't until dawn, but at the same time, I can. Wait, did we do it for the guy? Yeah, you dropped in.
Yeah, we did. But I wouldn't know that. I thought it like it.
I'd say no. I need to the time strength on it.
Hey. Fuck! What the fuck happened? Why didn't we just kill them?
Because we don't need to always just try to sit there and kill everybody all the time.
Why the fuck not? They attacked us! They almost killed Elena!
I understand that, but they're also protecting what they know too.
We've lost already so much. We lost the whole fucking city. You know what? Fuck the city, alright? I don't give two shits. Everyone else, however, we've been running away from the Empire. We had a chance to get in. We had a chance to finally get revenge, and you guys decide not to?
You think killing one person is going to get us revenge on what happened? One person.
It surely is a start.
And I've already seen from what the things that we've read, we have misinformation already. The whole group that we supposedly thought died, this is not the case. It is documented in their notes that those people were just put to sleep and they've been taken to another facility. That is it. No harm was come to them.
You're just gonna believe everything that you just fucking read from the fucking pamphlets.
I'm not trying to believe everything, but I'm trying to put the things together. Okay, I'm trying.
Fuck you, man.
That's fine, whatever. But we need to get out of here clearly before anything else happens. So let's head back to town. You can do whatever you want to do. But we need to go. But we can't just believe all these free folk who are saying that the Imperials. You don't like the free folk either. They're full of their philosophies that slavery is okay. They can treat women like crap and all this other kind of stuff.
Why bother even going back to that stupid fucking town
Because
anyways?
at least there right now we have some semblance of peace and quiet.
I just love that you're now doing something. Absolutely, now at this moment. Oh, now you want to play later. Now you have a plan and doing stuff. Fucking useless, Sylvia.
I was sticking with the plan.
Sticking with the fucking plan as everyone else over there is risking their necks. Almost fucking dying. I almost died. She almost died. He almost died. You sat cushy in the back of a fucking goddamn horse.
Here's the deal, man. I don't understand what's going on with you lately. Ever since we left the Lord's Keep, you've been such a freaking nothing. Ever since you got that sword. What is going on with you,
What the
Dino?
fuck are you talking about?
You were not always like this. You were a little
Oh,
hot-headed.
since you know so much about me, all you guys have just been prancing around. I've just been having the time of my life. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's classic Dino right there.
There's nothing.
You haven't had any issues before now.
I want to look at this sword.
Sure, roll Arcana. Go ahead.
Yeah. I would have heard that. I would have
kind of ruined the momentum.
Well, when momentum's going, you can just message me. I'm always like, okay, carry on.
Regardless of what's going on now, we need to get out of here. Whether you want to do that or not, I'm heading back to town. At least there we can rest, do whatever we need to do, and figure it out from there. But standing out there in the middle of the woods screaming at the top of our heads is not going to do anything but attract more people to attack us.
I guess we're just gonna let them do whatever the fuck they want to.
Well, it's four of us right now against an entire legion of soldiers.
At this point, I'm gonna start walking back over to the horse. I'm just gonna go stand with it for now.
Come with us now. Meet us back at the town later. That's up to you, Demon.
I'm gonna attack you as soon as you turn your back on me. I go ahead and slash at you with my sword.
Okay. Roll initiative. All right.
I'm out.
So
I'm
I'm
over there.
assuming, is anyone else going to intervene, or is it just going to be two of them?
I'm over there. I'm by the horse.
I'm partial to agree with Dino right now because I don't like that. I'm really debating. I'm kind of but like.
All right. So then roll. If you're debating, roll initiative.
Okay.
All right. So let's go about 20. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. So 24. What do you feel like as you're walking away? You'd kind of like be aware of the potential because you gotta have any
probably.
argument.
I can.
Okay, I, that's what I'm saying. If you feel like you would, I'll give it. So you're not going to get a surprise round.
All right.
All right.
That-
So
that's
then,
about- that's
what did you roll?
18.
It was 9, 11.
11. Okay. All right, Dino. So let's go ahead and go for your attack.
Ooh, you're
All right. It is 26 on the first one.
That hits.
This is PvP, so.
Yep.
You guys basically just run the show here.
That is 11 damage on the first hit. Go up with the second. That is a 17 on the second hit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Sorry.
That was damage or 2 hit?
The first hit. The last number I said was damage, which
17?
was no.
One before that.
One before that.
Okay, hold on.
13.
13?
It was 11 damage.
Or 11.
It was
11
damage.
damage?
It was 11 damage.
And then 17 to hit.
17
And
and
seven.
Okay,
17.
11 damage, gotcha. And then you said 17 hit? Yes,
Yeah.
that hits.
Hitting you with the +2. So that is 8
8
damage. Yep. And then following up with bonus action.
That hurts down.
So that is another 27 to hit.
That hits.
So that
Are you
is
barbarian?
9.
Are you raging?
9 damage
9 damage?
on top
Okay, so at that point, I'd just be super pissed, so.
Okay, in that case, if he transforms, my ass is attacking because I have no idea what the fuck that is. Just saying, like that solidified the attack.
Sam, you have another one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good, right?
I
All
mean,
right, Elena,
Just
where
like
are
this.
you? Are you still in the general area? Or-
I'm by the horse.
You're all the way over there.
Pop that one open for me.
Well, at least I was walking towards the horse. I might not be all the way
Okay,
over
where
there.
do you, where, do you, where do you feel like you would have been?
Oh boy!
Probably like halfway to it.
Okay, roll perception.
I do have some of these in here if you want.
I mean, it's just water. It's just
11.
I got water.
What's that?
11.
But it's
Okay.
watermelon.
I'll say you end up hearing like a clink of some kind of coming from behind you.
Okay, alright.
It sounds like metal just hit metal kind of thing.
Okay.
I don't know what your character would do with that, but if you feel like you turn around.
Well,
I would.
I guess the question is, does his transformation happen as Dino's hit him at that point?
No, it's gonna get to his turn.
So before he does that, so okay, then I would have kind of prepared an action, just as in case like either somebody comes towards me or if it escalates to an extent.
Okay, has to be a very specific instance. So something comes towards you. That's a trigger.
Your trigger can't be that I turned into that because you didn't know it.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah, I wasn't
So
gonna.
something that comes towards you.
Honestly, I'd probably just get a little more of a.
Elena, you're in the initiative order right after. So.
Okay.
So you're just holding your action. Something comes in range.
Well, it's in range. It's more. I'm gonna sit and watch. Like
Okay.
I'm still just observing
Okay.
what's going on.
Cool. All right, go on to Edard.
Alright, I'm reckless attacking, so.
Okay.
So that is 15 plus 9 to hit.
So what you're gonna see is you're gonna watch as like basically this ooze just begins pouring out of his pores, as this entire thing begins to kind of consume him. You watch his like tendrils kind of come out of his back as he just begins to roar, and you see what some like look massive like tendril like teeth just kind of coming out.
Yeah, I'm ready. That hits.
That is 10, 16, 17, 18 damage on the first attack.
No.
If that's the case, it would be non-lethal, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was already fucked up.
Okay.
So if you wind up going down, I just kind of look around, and because I'm still in a rage, I'm just kind of like almost a little like bloodthirsty in a way, and I just realize what happened, so I just calm back down.
Let me go back.
Ugh.
Can
I
you,
didn't-
in the same turn, can you transform and go back in the same turn?
I mean, it's out of
Yeah, you
combat
can-
now.
we're out of combat.
I mean,
Well, I mean,
Wait,
that
it's
depends
not-
on you.
not-
Yeah, so-
Technically,
no,
up to,
no.
okay. Well, it's technically up to you.
So
I can
so,
release it as a bonus action. So
Yeah, and you had it as a bonus, so you didn't use a bonus action. You can release it as a bonus action. Yeah, so he can release it in the same turn because he attacked and then he's gonna use his
But
bonus
he
action.
transformed, then he attacked.
well,
And then he
the
transformed
going
again.
into rage is a bonus action.
Oh, it's a
So,
bonus
that,
action.
yeah,
Okay,
so-
so then you
okay.
attack. So yeah, you're still in the
So,
And
so
I
you're
attack.
still informed until next turn.
So I'm attacking.
Okay, so we're gonna go to Elena then. So Elena's gonna hear this and do what she wants to do.
I mean, at that point, also Dina would have dropped.
I'm
as
just
well.
gonna start walking back. Can you start walking back? I'm not rushing. I assume that it's just
boys being
boys. Yeah.
All right, going to Dino with a death save. Okay.
What? It's been like
There
that
you
for
go.
a
Did you
while.
say non-lethal though?
Oh yeah,
You
he
said
did say
non-lethal.
non-lethal.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
never mind. Well, that's good because I rolled a 1. So.
It's a good thing I had my other character prepped.
All right, going to Scorn.
I'm gonna cast Chaotic Orb at a third level.
Okay.
That's nothing. It's a nat 1 plus 7.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit for sure.
And
Does-
then can I get here?
That's like water on top of the waterfall.
Oh, this is just
That's
Yeah.
water. Oh, okay.
Water, bruh.
I'm gonna go, what the fuck is that? Obviously, as I attacked it, and then I'm gonna probably move.
Can I jump across this or no?
Yeah, you can jump across that.
Okay, so before I do that, I'm gonna cast bonus action and do a healing word on you. Sorry, I just want to make sure I did my chaotic word spell cast first. I honestly, if you knock down, I probably would have done a third level as well as a bonus action, or can I only do a level 1?
No, you can. It's
No,
whatever
it's-
level you want.
Yeah,
so
whatever
As
level.
long as it's a bonus, as long as you can.
I can cast it
as
as a bonus.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a third level, which is 3d4 plus 3.
Okay.
Whichever one you want, or you can use all mine.
What's this?
6, 7 plus 2, yeah. And then I would have jumped over on this board.
Yep.
Yeah, or I guess I guess I have 5, 10, 15, probably 20, and 30.
Okay. All right, going to Edard.
So you're up, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Not like standing up. He's like awake on the ground. Yeah.
Is he conscious enough to
He's
speak?
he's conscious.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Healing word brings you back from
Yeah.
being down to up.
Yeah.
Are we done?
Bring it on.
Okay, I'm just gonna knock him out again. Reckless attack. That's a 19 plus 9 to hit.
Okay.
You down.
Non-lethal. That's a 3. That's 9, 10, 11 damage. Back down.
Yeah, it's down.
Okay.
It's down again.
All
And
right.
I kind of look over at you too. I can see you. I think.
Yeah, I
Dark
think
vision?
I think he would actually be able to.
Do you have dark vision?
Well, I think you actually are in the moonlight. So Because like the waterfall is going to kind of be cascading down. Actually, yeah, he's going to be out of range, so he's not going to really be able to see you.
Okay. Would I have known where his spells came from?
Yeah.
Okay.
You would
So
know
I
that.
just look in your general direction, and then I transform back.
Would I have been able to see that?
Yeah, you have dark vision. You would be able to see it.
And then I just kind of just sort of just put my axe back.
Okay. All right, Elena, what are you doing?
I'm just
Just watching.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Are we out of initiative or?
It's,
Well, he's down.
I'm down again.
He's back down again. I put him back down.
All right. So I guess we're out of initiative then. So scoring, I guess
what the
it's probably
fuck
you.
was that?
Fortunately, things that happened to us at the beginning of our journey.
What do you mean, unfortunate?
Unfortunately,
You transforming into some slime creature
yeah, this
with tentacles coming out of your fucking
I
ass and
I
everything?
can't really control
The only
it.
tentacles we've seen.
Listen, we'll talk about it later. Get Dylan back up and let's go. It's better yet. Let's, because it's not lethal, so he's technically still stabilized.
Yeah.
So
He gets unconscious,
I'm just
knocked
gonna
out.
pick him up. I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna throw him
I'm-
over
I'm
my
gonna look-
shoulder.
I'm just gonna be so confused between
We'll talk about it on the way back.
we got a changeling and we got a creature that turns into a guy with an axe into a cricket. I'd let you.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say that. Alright. Like, okay. I'm watching you and I'm gonna prepare hold person with my staff in case he transforms again. He gets close to me.
Okay. You really can't prepare it because preparing means that it's going to be done in 6 seconds.
Okay. Well, I'm
Preparing a
You're
spell
mentally
is,
preparing
I'm mentally
yourself.
preparing myself.
You're mentally
I'm
preparing,
holding-
not
sorry,
physically
I'm holding-
preparing.
Can I hold an action if he transforms again?
No, that's the point.
That is only.
You hold action, you're
So-
using the spell.
Okay. Alright.
He's just as he's walking, he's just thinking, "Oh, person."
Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect.
It's
like-
I'm literally just gonna,
What are the semantics again? The semantics are this. The semantics are this. The semantics
Oh
are
crap!
this.
He's gone. Where'd he go?
Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up.
All right. All right. So you guys are gonna end up walking back.
we haven't talked about this, so I have no idea what the fuck that was.
All right. Well, so you guys can talk about it as you're walking
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, because that's what I had said.
so you guys are gonna have a good little walk back until you end up getting to roughly where you remember keeping the horses, and where Arthur and Cynthia most likely.
So all the way back over here.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
horse was right
So you guys can chat as you're going.
Yeah, and we're pretty much just heading back to town as well. So at least that
there.
was
The
my
horse is this
plan. The horse. It's the elk.
elk.
Well, they're hidden back here.
Well, they're
They're farther back than that, but you guys can chat as you're walking.
So
I'm staying out of swing distance of your axe.
it's on my back. I'm not even holding.
I'm still like out of reach. I'm not. You're not within reach to be able to grab me. Oh.
Scorn, you can walk up here. I have enough control of it. It's not going to.
What is it?
I'm still figuring that out. That is one of our objectives. Why we were trying to go to Shadowstone. We're told they possibly have a great library there with a lot of information that may
They
pertain
do
to.
have a good library. That is true.
So
But I don't. I don't know. Hopefully, there's something there.
I was I came across this affliction actually back when we met Dina. I was in the swamps down to the southwest of Pike. We took on the bounty to go take out a witch that was actually coming into town, castrating boys and kidnapping them and whatnot, and performing disgusting magic out in the swamp.
Would I have heard of that bounty? As a pirate, would I have heard much of bounties throughout the cities?
It's not really something you're familiar with. Though the bounties and everything are kind of more so.
I just see them on the wall when I'm drunk.
No. So most of the bounties that end up kind of coming through aren't in the same way where it's like widespread.
Bounty.
Like we have a bounty for such and such as head. These are more so like full on like bounty contract. Like what you're discussing is or what you're kind of describing is more so something that would happen with like mercenary work. Like in mercenaries, like we want this person dead, we want this kind of thing, like we need some kind of that.
Okay.
Those kind of bounties aren't really what the bounty hunter's guild focuses on. The bounty hunter's guild focuses on more so strategic missions and particular objectives that are more so in the wider range, as opposed to just like we want one person dead.
All right.
Those are the only things to be handled by the assassins.
I would know of the bounty hunter.
Yeah.
It's common.
Because bounty hunters aren't just like they aren't like assassins.
Correct.
They can kill. They don't normally kill unless it was necessary. It's more so just apprehension, handling a situation.
So I'm gonna then. Are you all part of the guild?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you.
Yeah.
Yes, we are part of the bounty hunters guild.
So do you have it? Do you
Yes,
have
it's in
something
my
to
bag.
prove?
I pull it out.
So okay, I get a little more trusting of it.
I'm just riding on the horse in the back.
Regardless, when we were taking on that bounty, there was not a lot of information about the assailant that was committing those heinous crimes. And, well, we kind of found out short end what she was actually capable of. I got a little hasty, I guess you could say, and I kind of charged at her. She knocked me out almost instantly with some form of magic. And next thing I know, I'm waking up with my head sticking into some kind of portal that I could not even fathom what I was looking at. Luckily, these guys were able to pull me out. We took care of the situation, and we cut off our head. Well, Dino cut off our head. And that was that. But now there's voices in my head, and every time I kind of get into the heat of battle, it kind of comes out. I can kind of hold it off if I need to, but more times than not, it's when I start getting into fighting, it kind of helps out.
I see that. You mentioned a sword earlier. You know, looks magical.
It's just something that they have happened to notice. I haven't questioned about it a whole lot, but I want to say it's something you might have found at the Lord's Keep.
Can I try to investigate it while it's on his body?
Yeah, you're gonna see. It's just like sitting there in the sheath. So
I want to look at the sword a little more closely.
so you want to take the sword out and look at it?
Yeah, I want to take the sword out.
Okay, let's describe this interaction. So what exactly are you doing? You're kind of taking it out, or are you like kind of like walking around trying to get in the moonlight? Like what are you doing?
Well, I guess first, does it glow by any means necessary? Like, is there any magical? Is it any visual magical features to it, or is it just I know because I'm magic?
So you're definitely gonna tell that it has like a magical property to it. As you go to grab it and kind of pull it out, you're gonna feel like the blade's like really resisting you every step of the way as you begin pulling this thing out. Like it's like fighting you almost. Like you feel like normally you kind of pull a weapon out of a sheath, but it feels like the blade's grabbing into the sheath as you begin pulling it out and eventually kind of get it fully out of the sheath.
Okay.
So what are you gonna do with it? You're trying to like get it in the moonlight to get a better look? Or, like,
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of look. I'm gonna try to investigate it, basically. Yeah, hold up the light, see if I see any markings or anything
Okay.
in writing.
Sure. So as that happens, you're kind of like stopping for a second as Edar's just kind of basically just dangling Dino over his shoulder, just kind of like as you're looking into the moonlight. You're going to immediately feel the blade starts like kind of pulling you like off to the sides. It feels like it's kind of like shifting and like becoming way more heavy and like almost like aggressively trying to make its way back to Dino. As you end up seeing something happen right before your eyes, you end up seeing what looks like this kind of blade begin pulling your entire body off in a direction. You see like a red essence begin pouring out of the blade. And it looks like something begins kind of metabolizing with all this stuff pouring out right in front of you. It looks like you see a spectral image of Dino staring at you as you end up pulling out two blades and begins running towards Dino.
It begins running towards Dino.
Yes.
Shit, Edard.
What?
Yeah, I mean, is that something only I see, or is
That's
you
something.
see-
That's something you'd see.
I mean, but does he like if I say Edard? Look,
He's not paying attention to this. You're the one who's messing with the blade behind him still.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say Edard, watch out.
Roll initiative.
All of us?
No, by the way, I have zero idea what this fucking sword is.
Alright, so you're standing back there. I'm assuming you're going to be up here at the horse.
Do you know?
Oh, I know.
I honestly have no idea.
Do you need?
Yeah,
No?
yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna need that.
All right. Wait a second. Wait, what? Does it just happen to be the figure, or
That just happened to be the figure, yeah.
okay? I thought you said it was running towards Dino.
Yeah, it's running towards Dino, but that's gonna be a start of its turn. All right, let's go above its line. Okay. All right, let's go 10 to 20.
11.
Wow.
All right, and then
This
Okay.
might have been a mistake.
Oscar, you're still unconscious, so we're
Yeah.
gonna put you at the bottom.
You good? Just a sack of potatoes at this point.
Yeah, this might end up going really.
Oh.
This might be really bad. All right, so you're gonna watch as he just runs straight past you. So it's gonna provoke an opportunity attack against you.
Oh hell yeah! So I'm gonna utilize my, I guess, reaction. Or can I do?
That would be your
reaction?
reaction, but it has to be a melee attack.
Well, I'm gonna because I'm a warcaster. I can use a single anything that's going to. Basically, I'm using shocking grasp.
Oh yeah.
So shocking grasp. I don't trust the computer anymore. I have to roll a 1, and that's gonna be a 23 to hit.
23.
Yep.
23 is gonna hit.
And I just want to make sure it doesn't do any effects, does it?
Nope, just gonna be straight damage. So I can grasp it to straight damage.
And then 2d8. That's gonna be 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. And as that happens, you're still gonna as you're holding on to this blade, you're still gonna feel the blade just literally pulling you towards Dino. I want you to go ahead and make a strength save.
That'd be a 3.
Okay. So as this happens, you're gonna feel the blade just kind of pulling towards Dino, as it almost knocks you off balance and kind of pulls you another 5 feet closer towards Dino. As the blade just feels like it's drawing towards him.
Where is it?
The
by
guy
the
would
way?
be like right.
By you, right next to me now.
Yep. Yep. And he's gonna go ahead and have gotten straight up to Dino, and he's gonna go ahead and make some attacks against Dino.
Oh
shit.
Oh, Jesus!
Yeah.
All right, so
Sorry, buddy.
that one's gonna be a nat 20.
Oh God!
Okay.
This is not a good time to do this.
All right.
I was sweating a little bit when you started doing it. I'm like,
I didn't hear any of that.
All right. So he's gonna go ahead.
No, man, that's
So-
not metagaming.
So the image is going to go ahead and action surge.
Wow, Jesus. I mean, it's basically, I assume it's just some type of blood copy of you.
Yeah, it's a.
Yeah. That's
All right.
crazy.
That one is actually not. Wait. Let me go ahead and look at your plus. Oh no, I said it. All right. So that's a second hit,
that's fine.
and you're dual-handed, right?
No.
No, when have I ever been a dual wielder?
Wait.
No.
All right. And you're gonna watch as this other blade just immediately comes down and just straight decapitates you. As that happens, you're gonna watch as the blood just immediately begins to pool right next to him and begins retreating to the blade. The blade immediately stops fighting you, and the blade just kind of begins to shatter a little bit as it just kind of begins getting extremely hot. And you just let go of the blade, and it looks like the red just immediately begins to absorb to it. You end up seeing it looks like Dino and the essence around Dino begin kind of retracting towards the blade, as it looks like Dino is just completely.
Oh, what the fuck?
What just happened?
Sorry, man. First death of the session.
Actually, yeah.
Did you really just die?
My head's right there.
Can anybody do anything?
Are we still in combat? Are we out of combat?
We are out of combat.
I'm gonna.
Give him back the sword.
Put the sword
Give him back the sword, man! Put the pieces back together!
so I'm actually gonna try.
No!
So I grab his head and put the sword in his.
So you're gonna
hand.
pick up the sword?
I still have it, right?
No, you drop the sword.
Oh, I
The
dropped
sword
it.
become like blazing hot. You can grab the sword if you want.
Oh. Man, I don't know. I'm not picking that thing up again.
I carried Dino's body over to the sword along with his head, and then I
Please.
want to just grab the sword and put it back in the sheath.
You're gonna grab the sword?
Yes, I'm gonna grab
Oh,
the
that's
sword.
a grab the sword. Use Dino's hand to grab the sword.
So as you grab the sword, you end up grabbing the hilt.
Oh, shit.
You're going to feel it like your hand immediately just locks into place. Like you can no longer just like let go of the blade. All it's like glued to your hands. It just becomes red hot, and you feel like it almost singes your skin.
And I can't let go of it.
Can't let go of it.
Duh. What did you think was gonna happen?
Guys, like I can't.
Time
let go.
you ever read that book, A Farewell to Arms? I fell in love with the nurse in World War II.
Somebody come pry my hand open.
Oh, can I?
I am not touching that.
I want
thing.
to cast command for him to drop the weapon.
Sure, you could cast command. Here's your iPad, by the way. Sorry about your
Oh, yeah.
character.
Thanks, man.
We'll get to you here in a second.
Yeah, you're good.
Sorry about your dead character.
Alex got a lot to catch up on.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm using command. Say drop the weapon.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not even gonna
Fine.
fight it.
So as that happens, it feels like as you're doing that, you kind of have this sense of it. And it's like, no, this will kill me if I let go of this thing. You don't let go.
Because I'm trying to save somebody. That's why.
I didn't
Just
want to
not
touch
saving,
it.
buddy.
Well,
Just gotta let go. Like the sword.
Sheathe it. Like put it up. Can you like? It was pulling me towards Dino. What?
I try to just put it back in the sheath that's in his.
Okay. As you kind of are trying to do that, you're able to kind of get it in there, but it feels like it's not going to stick, and your hand's just not going to let go. It's basically just glued to your hand.
Put Dino's hand on it. Grab his
Sure,
dead
yeah.
body's hand and try to,
Yeah, I tried
replace
that.
your
Okay.
grip.
Okay, so as like the blood's kind of draining out of his neck, you're going to end up pulling his hand up and kind of putting it on there, and it feels like it's not even just grabbing, one, because he's dead, but two, it's just kind of just like it's just like flapping on there and just falling off.
Why did you do this, Edward? Why did you pick up the sword?
You didn't see it.
It was a conversation. You didn't have to have that conversation. I would have done it.
Don't you love it when characters don't know everything?
I mean,
All right, so what else you guys gonna do? Because Dino's gonna have a moment here in a second.
I think I'm just gonna try to just think it over for a second. So.
you know,
All right,
don't
if that's the
leave his
case,
body,
then everyone
let's-
go ahead and step out of the room really quick.
I'm going to, if we leave, I'm gonna grab his body and I want to take him. I'm gonna try to take him back to the clerics.
Yeah, we gotta be quick.
That's what I would be doing. By
Yep.
the way.
All right, so you guys go ahead and walk out really quick.
Come on, Penny. Let's go inside. Let's go.
I'm not mad at all. It was actually
No.
very entertaining.
Come on, let's go.
You weren't very attached to Dino.
Oh, I was, but
I just want to make sure really quick. So this, what's the spell that brings people back from the dead? Can't remember what it is.
I think that's true resurrection. I think.
Resurrection.
Yeah. Or actually revivify. I think might work, but if I don't know how.
There's
so
a
if you
time
do-
period on it. Can you look it
Yeah.
up really quick? I just want to
Yeah,
make
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Revivify or
Yeah,
true
because true
resurrection?
resurrection works. I know.
Yeah,
that.
true resurrection will definitely work.
I think they'd make it outside the window. I just want to make sure. Within the last minute. Yep.
It's within the last minute. Revivify.
Yep.
Damn. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, and it can't restore any missing body parts, so it's irrelevant anyways.
Yeah. It's
Just wanted to make sure.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Okay.
I'm fully okay with losing.
So what's going to end up happening as your body kind of ends up losing the entirety of its head and blood begins gushing out, you're going to end up feeling your soul just kind of retracting from your body as you see your body just lying there on Eddard's shoulder, and you see what is a spectral image of just evil in its eyes and just blood gushing everywhere begin kind of unfolding in front of you as you're kind of horrified by what you're seeing because you're looking at literally yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And not just that, but you're able to see as like this blood's kind of like moving around. You see what looks like every bad thing and every evil thought you've even remotely had here in the past couple of days just manifested in this thing that's standing right in front of you. And as that happens, you're watching as like the group's kind of sitting there just frantically trying to. This is all happening within what feels like to you like a split second.
Mm-hmm.
You just watch his bodies are quickly moving around, grabbing things, and all of a sudden they're gone. And you're just standing there in this entire area, just looking at your severed head as you watch like it just kind of disappears and fades away. You watch as time just begins to just manifest around you, just going around every single direction. You have no idea what's happening. Then all of a sudden, as all this is beginning to kind of come to a close, you feel this darkness begin setting in. You're gone. As you begin kind of like opening your eyes and looking around this new area, you see what looks like just mountains off in the distance, just nothing but cold ice lands everywhere. Looks like it's almost an inverse of everything that you've seen inside of our world, but not entirely. And as you begin kind of like moving around in this space, you keep hearing a bell just going ding, dong. And it feels like it's happening almost like every couple minutes. And as this is kind of transpiring, you're looking around, you end up seeing what looks like some people that you've actually seen. Vaguely. You see what looks like one or two people that were walking around inside the city of Pike. Remember seeing one of these guards in there, actually. One of these guards looked like he's kind of walking around this world. Nobody has any happiness. Nobody has any joy. But it feels like they're just kind of trapped in this like purgatory and trance-like state. As this ding-dong keeps happening for what feels like to you like almost days or weeks, the perception of time to you is just completely eluded. You end up having this one moment where the dong happens, and you immediately feel the entirety of your soul getting sucked. As that happens, you end up coming inside this massive chamber. And inside this chamber, you see what looks like pillars going all the way around. You see a figure standing there, just total hood covering his face. You can't see anything, but you look at his entirety of what he's wearing. Looks like he's wearing a gown that's worn of black, white, and then gold around the actual tassels and everything attached around his cuffs. As that happens, you end up looking around the room a little bit more, and you see what looks like a giant scale, a giant counterbalance sitting in front of you. As you're looking at the counterbalance, you end up seeing this figure begin kind of moving up into you. What is your name, mortal?
Dino Dulclaw. Where am I? Where is this place?
You're in the passage, or Shadowfell as it's been later named. You're dead, Dino. I'm Dorn, the god of judgment.
No, I can't be. I still had so much to do. My family, please, can you at least tell me if they're here? My mother, my sister. Please. Are they here?
They've already passed through.
Just gonna look down. Thank you.
Empathy is not something the gods hold, especially myself. But they did pass. I won't tell you which direction, but
That's all I needed to know.
do you know what happens next, Dino?
No. What's gonna happen to me?
You watch as he just kind of lifts up his hand, points it towards you, and you feel him kind of like grabbing out of both sides. And he doesn't really touch you. He just kind of grabs around you. And you end up feeling when it's like everything just being yanked from you. Like it's extremely painful, like almost like somebody's like ripping off your flesh.
Yeah, Dino's gonna yell excruciating.
And as that happens, you're gonna end up seeing what looks like everything is kind of being separated, and like there's a blue essence on one side and red essence on the other. Then it's being yanked all out. You're gonna watch as Dorn just kind of releases it up into the air. You're gonna watch as all these little particles are just kind of floating around. The blue things are things that you've done well in your life. The red, the not so good. The evil one might say. All of these are going to be weighed in the scale. And your fate will be decided. Are you a religious man, Dino? Which god do you worship?
I know the presence of the gods. Never really did care much for them. But seeing you, well, I guess that changes things now.
Few mortals actually pay attention to Dorn, the god of judgment. As you end up seeing the rest of the essence just kind of floating around the sky. You watch as he just kind of like waves his hands, and you watch as all these little like blue and red particles just begin like landing on the counter scale. You know, once this is done, the judgment is complete. Your fate will be decided.
I'll take whatever judgment is passed on to me.
What do you feel of the life and the things you've lived? And he's saying this is like all these essence going on there. There's no effect on the decision.
Looking at all this, I can kind of see that whatever I say now won't mean jack shit. I'm gonna be honest, I've done things I'm not proud of. However, everything that I've done, everything that I wanted to do, was to find answers. To right the wrongs of my past and also try to find my family. I know that everything that I did was just for nothing. I could have served longer with Darien and his squad. I knew I had to go looking out for my family's captors. Sure, that involved twisting some wrists and here and there, but I'm not proud of it. Nonetheless, I'm ready for what's to come.
You watch as he grabs one of these little things and starts looking at it. You seem to have grabbed many accursed items. Seem to have influenced your perspective on life. You watch it just kind of releases it. It kind of begins going back to the other side of the scale.
They did have a major influence. I didn't know anything at the time when I got them. However, there was a moment that I vaguely remember. These documents, one of them seemed very familiar to what I was holding on to. And it scared me. I tried my best to try to keep that hidden from the rest of my friends.
The cursed spawn. I'm familiar with this weapon.
The sword.
Your blade.
Yes. I only assumed that it could take an ethereal form once it's separated from my being. And I tried as hard as I could to not let my comrades touch it. For I knew that if the blade ever separated from my hand, it would spell the end for us. I'm guessing that this is why I'm here now, isn't it?
I don't tell mortals of how they die. It's not my place. I judge the souls that come through here. And your time of judgment has come. It's about to pass. As you watch him just kind of wave his hand, the last couple of particles in the second place. You watch as it looks like the scale seems to be tilting a lot more off to the right. As you see like all the red begins kind of settling. You watch as the blue begins landing on there. It begins kind of pulling up slightly. Pulling up ever so slightly. Gets to a point where it's almost balanced. You watch a couple other little red particles begin going on there. And as you're kind of like really fixating on, you see what looks like you torturing people, you stabbing multiple people, insulting and really just degrading people around you. It kind of begins to tilt even more. You see a couple memories of your childhood, you being good to your sister, helping out your father, helping out your comrades, and just trying to get by as a smaller person in this world. You watch it, it looks like it almost gets to a point of equilibrium, barely kind of teetering back and forth. Dorn watches. No mortal is true neutral. Never true neutral. And as that happens, you're going to feel your soul immediately begin to kind of like tremor. As you feel the entire ground around you begin to shake. You watch immediately as your soul just kind of gets plunged away from you and pulled up towards Dorn, pulled away. Then you watch it, you just shoot out of this other door. It looks like it's kind of going. And you feel your soul begin to kind of ascending upward. As you end up feeling your soul begin going up in this direction, you look down for a brief second. You see what looks like the remnants of the brother just chained to the gate, staring up at you and extending his arm. As it looks like he's in pain, just agonizing as he's kind of grabbing towards you. As you look up, you see what looks like the gates of High Realm begin opening before you. And as that happens, you see what looks like your father, your sister, and your mother looking at you, smiling.
You're here.
We've always been here, son. I'm so glad that you could make it.
Never thought I'd be reunited with you all.
And your father's just going to kind of reach out and just immediately hug you. Yeah. And you're going to be in High Realm. All right, you guys can come back up. Come back up. Come upstairs, fuckers. Stop eating my food. I guarantee you that's what they're doing. They're eating my food. So just so you know, I normally do that when a DM, like as a DM, like when a character dies. So
Yeah.
I let them experience that.
It's Modelo time.
I brought those.
Sure, bring in Modelo. Just come up here so he can keep playing.
Oh,
So just so you guys know, as the users, and the
Oh,
viewers,
excuse me.
and everything like that, what I end up doing when a character dies, I actually have them go experience judgment, and that's
Oh.
part of their whole interaction when they die. So
oh.
You just went through Judgment Day?
Lots of fun.
Yikes.
Was it? Is he in the 9 house?
he if he wants to tell you what direction he went, he could tell you what direction he went. But it was extremely close. One way or another, it was extremely close.
It is cold up here compared to downstairs.
Very much so, yes.
Wait, what I miss?
We did take the water down there, babe.
What I miss?
Oh.
You didn't tough.
No, I know, because I wasn't sure if you're actually fucking one-on-one. And I brought you one too if you want one.
Yeah,
To
you
be
have to
fair,
get one.
he's got
You
Follow
didn't sound excited to want
Yeah, you
one.
really
You were
didn't.
just like, just bring one and come out.
Yes. Well, to be fair, it sounded like you guys were having a grand old time downstairs. So I was like, okay. Thank you.
Okay, so wait, what did you just say that you laughed about?
All right, so basically what we're starting off at is you guys are getting back to the horses. Are just gonna be, what the fuck happened to Dino?
Definitely got treated. That.
You
Give me a second, please. And at this point, I hand the potion of greater. I mean, not the potion. The scroll of greater restoration to Scorn.
Okay.
Try to use this on me, please.
Fine. Cast Greater Restoration on him to
Okay.
remove the curse of the weapon.
I understand how great restoration was. Thank you.
It's saying you got a big one, so I'm fine, okay?
All right. So as you end up casting greater restoration on, you're gonna end up kind of like watching him as he reads through this scroll and begins kind of going through the entire incantation. You're in that feeling as you can immediately just let go of the blade, and your grip just immediately loosens. You're able to just toss that shit on the ground.
Okay, we need to like bury this. Like somebody kick it.
I use mold earth and bury it in the ground.
On the main road. Okay.
All
All right.
When the DM
I mean,
just starts
sure.
That's a good idea.
How deep can you do that?
I'm gonna mold earth, pick up the earth underneath it, and shift it, and place it down,
We
and
need
then I'm
to
gonna
take this
dig a
thing
hole.
far away.
Well, I can't fucking hold it forever.
Well, what can you do that spell with?
The 5-foot cube. Pitch within a 5 foot. Blah 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 blah. You can
I
shape
cast
colors.
fireball at it.
I cast fireball. I didn't ask what we're trying to do. I said I cast fireball. But it doesn't help anything. I casted fireball already. I already selected spell slot, guys.
I haven't got to cast it yet. I've had it for like weeks and I haven't got to use it yet.
Okay, so I have to do that constantly. I can move it at a 5 foot at a time with both hands. So I can do 10 at a time, basically using both hands. Alternatively, whatever.
Okay. All right, so you're just doing that then.
Yeah.
So you're digging this on the main road?
We're shifting it to a far enough off the main
A
road.
very rough-looking place.
A
where it
very
looks like
nobody,
nobody walks.
random ass spot.
You're able to find something that looks like it's underneath a bunch of thorn bushes.
Perfect. Boom.
Yeah.
Found.
But he grabbed it, so.
I'm assuming you guys figure out another way to do it.
No, he was just using the. He kept using mold earth to keep sliding.
Yeah, but how are you guys kicking it in there? How are you guys getting it?
No, mold earth.
You're gonna pick it up with mold earth and shovel
Yeah.
it in there. Okay, all right, you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, it's a cantrip, right?
Let me see something.
Or, I mean, if you aren't sure, I can use Mage Hand to pick it up. Use the mold earth.
Yeah,
there.
either or works. Either or. So, but yeah, so basically you're able to bury this thing.
Yep.
Okay. All right, you buried it off there. I'm assuming you're still carrying Dino's body.
Yes.
Let's go. All right, let's hurry up to the temple and see if one of the clerics can revivify him.
You know, let's try. Let's just book
Revivify.
it. Arthur, let's
Stuff in
go.
your mouth.
So it's gonna
Actually, I would say it's probably best for you to get on the horse with him. Sorry, I should. I
Sure.
don't know why I'm saying that. Just take
Fine.
him on the horse.
Can I mean,
Get him back to camp. Back to the town. I mean, you would know what
I
to
know
say
the
to
clerics.
him.
That's fine. Yeah, so I do that.
be. So I'm assuming you're going as fast as you possibly can. So it would normally be about like 3 hours to travel to get you back, so you can be getting it around 4 a.m. But you're gonna be able to get there if you're going as fast as you possibly can. It's gonna really be hard for the horse and everything. But you're gonna manage to get there in what's roughly about like an hour and a half.
Correct.
So basically, just full on like sprinting with this horse, basically. all the way through
I
the
jump
rain.
off, kick open the door to the temple.
Oh shoot! I forgot his head.
It's just lying in the middle of
And
the
I
road.
guess, who do I see when I go in?
What are you doing here?
I need. Can you revive him? Can you heal him?
Oh, the gods! In the name of Phos, what happened here? What?
A cursed sword just fucked him up.
Great explanation,
What?
man.
We don't have time. We need. Can you revive him?
I know magic for. The only thing is, I don't know the kind of spell I would need to do like greater restoration for this. I don't have the capabilities of doing this. Even revivify, I can't restore lost limbs, and it has to be done within a certain period of time before his death. And what was this recent? When was his death? Even then, I can't.
With under 2 hours.
It has to be within minutes.
Screw it. All right, drop his body and walk out.
Just
I'm done.
oh.
Alright, so what I do, I said, you know what? Well, here's a goblin.
Oh, that's how it is.
It's just me.
I mean, that sounds like a very
Who else
foreign
would
thing
I said, well, alright, let's go through his things. See if he's got anything.
Jesus.
If
Oh my God!
his body's dead.
All right, so
You're gonna loot his body.
This is disgrace.
Blood's probably still dripping out of his head hole.
all right, so you're gonna
I'm
end
gonna
up.
take him around back to the burial spots. and then put them in a whatever the line is to get buried from the townspeople that just got attacked by dragons.
Okay, so the
There's
one.
the nice
And also,
answer.
you're gonna take him there without the rest of us when we were his friends. You're just gonna bury him on
There's
your
nothing
own.
I'm gonna tell you where he is when he catch up.
Okay, so what? All right, so you're gonna go ahead and take his body out back and just start like.
I mean, there's
really-
nothing the clerics can do. Correct? He's done.
The clerics. Yeah, the clerics told you there's nothing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
We,
bring.
we can prepare the body though for a funeral
Sure.
ceremony.
Absolutely. And I say, go ahead. So I'll pass it to them to prepare the body.
I'm so sorry about the loss of your friend. Truly.
Well, I mean, honestly, we just met yesterday.
God. I should have brought it. Jesus Christ.
I mean, we did. We only met yesterday. Sorry, guys. Sorry, buddy.
So they're just gonna
Say
kind of like
anything,
take
I'm
the
dead.
body and begin kind of like he's gonna pass it off to one of the other clerics.
Dito's astral is just like.
I probably would have grabbed his coin pouch. It's about the only thing I would have probably taken.
Yeah, that would have been pretty easy.
That's about the only thing I would have taken. So I guess how much gold did you have?
One.
Do I get all of it?
You'd manage. You'd probably. I'm
Everything
assuming you'd
that's
have
in
it in
my-
your bag. Yeah.
Yes, one.
I'm just asking.
That's
I'll
how
make
much.
sure.
That's what I had. That's what I had right there.
7 silver.
Degenerate piece of
All right.
shit.
So you guys are gonna be. So let's go to you guys. You guys are on your way back.
All right.
8, 7 silver.
We just need to get back. So, Arthur, Cynthia,
Sorry, bro.
we need to get back to town.
Arthur's not gonna fight you. He's just gonna immediately hop on the horse with Cynthia and just start
I think
going.
we only had one horse, or did we bring multiple horses?
You brought multiple horses.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's just go.
I can't even read who that is.
Size.
Oh, Yachty, what's up, bro?
Yep. F's in the chat.
F in the chat.
Alright, man.
Okay. So, but you guys are gonna be heading back. Anything you guys want to discuss? on the way back?
I'd be sitting on the stoop of the.
Well, so we'll get back to you. So.
yeah, just waiting for them to show.
I'm probably not gonna be saying anything. I'm just focused on getting back to town.
All right, so they're gonna end up getting back into town around like 4ish a.m. So one of the things you're gonna end up kind of recognizing, Scorn, when you end up walking outside, you're gonna see a bunch of the villagers just kind of like hooting and hollering and cheering. As you end up kind of looking over, you see what looks like this like giant thing, this giant like fleshy looking thing, just trapped in a cage. As it looks like it's trying to kind of fight its way out, and everyone around is just kind of cheering. Right before that happens, though, you're going to end up seeing them kind of walking. Or sorry, right after that happens, you're going to end up seeing them kind of walking.
Looks like they caught the apparition.
Where's Dina? Were they able to do anything?
They couldn't do anything. They're preparing the body for burning, whatever the tradition is here for goblins.
Where would that be? Alright.
I just walk away and go inside.
Yeah, I'm just kind of storming off that direction. I burst in.
All right, you're going to see what looks like one of the clerics just kind of like sitting there, like doing a prayer over the body. As you end up seeing their hands just kind of glowing, and it looks like they're just kind of going around, like touching the body in different areas. Just kind of like, just gently laying their hands on there, just kind of saying a prayer.
This is all that could be done.
Are you friends with the deceased?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. There's nothing that we can do. No, where we don't have the expertise to be able to bring people back. I'm so sorry.
You're telling me in the entire temple of clerics, you don't have a single person that has this type of magic. What happens in this town when somebody dies? It's just accepted?
We bury them. Yes.
What is the point of magic and clerics and gods and all that if there's no use to that?
I'm so very sorry for your loss, sir. I can only imagine what it is you're going through. There is peace to be had here, though. If your friend has lived a very good and virtuous life, then his judgment by dawn may send him off to a better place. You know your friend better than any of us. And if he has lived a life of virtue, then he will be with the gods in high realm.
Is there
By the mother's grace, he will be with the gods in high realm.
Is there like a statue or anything nearby?
There is a giant statue there. It looks like a representation of what looks like have a figure-esque that ends up having the essence of a sun, as it kind of seems like this thing almost is kind of glowing to a little bit of a degree at night, even though it's not really like reflecting light. It looks like it's still kind of radiating light. You would also know too. You're a human, right?
Yeah.
So you would know that Phos is the god most commonly served by humans, and is known as the creator along with the sister of the human race.
Is there anything smaller? Like, is that the only statue in there?
There's going to be other statues in there, yes. More so there's representations of some of the other gods, so like the father, the mother, the sister.
Is there one that's smashable?
If you were asking that, then yes, I'd say there's one that's
Okay. Whatever one's close, I just literally just take my axe out and smash through it, and I just walk out. Basically just burst through the front door, back outside, and throw my axe on the ground and just sit.
How do you know
How do I know what now?
where he ended up?
It's not for us to say. It's how much do you know of the afterlife?
Not much. I mean, I've read books, but what you read in books is not necessarily always what's true.
What's commonly believed in the afterlife is when a mortal dies, their soul remains in the area for a short period to be called back to their body, if at all possible. After that's done, their soul is sent off to the Shadowfell. I'm sorry, not the passage. You're kind of watching as he's just kind of discussing this, like making sure he thinks actually. This is the Shadowfell. I'm sorry, but when they go off to the Shadowfell, they remain there in a line of sorts until eventually Dorn calls for judgment. Dorn always judges the souls based on the deeds of their entirety of their life. If your friend really did live a life of true virtue, representation, that outweighs any negative things or repercussions he's had in the world, then his soul will ascend to high realm through the ascension. If not, then his soul will be sent down to the hells through damnation. Us mortals truly don't know what happens and how those souls are judged. Dorn is the one who holds a true scale, determines where all the souls go. We don't know how this process works. No mortal in our realm has ever lived to see this happen. We just know what the gods say, and what Phos tells us.
I walk up to Dino's body and I just lay a hand on him.
As you lay a hand on him, you're going to feel his flesh is very cold, but it seems to kind of radiate a degree of warmth. It might be because some of the clerics around are just kind of like tapping their hands on there. But it's not like really a warmth that would be from like somebody just touching and kind of like a lingering thing. It's more like a warmth from like a sunlight. So they're kind of cleansing what feels like the flesh of the body.
I think I know where he is. And then I just walk out.
They're not going to say anything. You should listen. Okay. Alright, so all of you are going to end up sitting outside the ledge. The ledge of the chapel. You're going to end up seeing what looks like a couple of people in the street just kind of like hollering and cheering as this giant thing and this aberration or whatever is trapped inside this cage, just kind of trying to like move things around. You're going to end up seeing some of the guards just kind of laughing and kind of poking.
Guys, I'm glad you caught it. Looks like I wouldn't.
They're farther away. They're not close enough where you can really interact with them directly.
Looks like they caught the apparition or abomination.
I don't care about that right now. Go away. Why are you still here? You didn't care about him.
I brought him here, tried to save him.
Because you know the clerics.
Yeah, and they're the only ones who would have been able to do it. It's not my fault he died. Why are you mad at me?
If you wouldn't have touched that stupid sword and started this whole thing.
Yeah, so it's my fault he had a cursed weapon on him. Please tell me how that's my fault.
Listen, what's done is done. Just both of you stop talking for now.
I'm gonna go.
You're gonna watch as Arthur kind of walks inside, and just you kind of assume he's gonna go pay his respects.
I'm gonna go talk to the barkeep. So I head off to the tavern and talk to the barkeep. Right off to the tavern.
This is Cynthia. He was very fair, Goblin. I think what might be best is if we all try to get some rest. We could have a ceremony for him in the morning. It seems as if the clerics are working over the night. It might be best if we. I think it might be best if we all get some rest.
I get up and I walk away. I don't say anything to anyone, and I just want to go try to find a spot to be alone.
You just sit there still.
Do enough to the barkeep?
I would pretty much go to the barkeep, grab a drink, and then go meditate. If it's what time we're talking, it's like 2. If it took an hour and a half, hour to get there, so it's probably 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
By the time they get there, it's gonna be later. So it's gonna be about like 4 or 5. Like basically get ready for something.
I still would have just gone back in. But you're gonna shorter clock.
Well, we'll go ahead and end off there for the session. So, very, very, very intense session. A lot of things happened, and this is the first character to die in the campaign. So we have yet to have a character die on us, and
Congratulations!
you should feel honored.
You're welcome.
So a lot of things happened, and we have what end up being a new character. So we're going to talk about that, Oscar.
Okay.
So a new character will be coming into the campaign, being played by our buddy Oscar here. Very sad to say, but Dino has passed, and yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll probably be having some kind of a ceremony of retribution for all of this, but we'll see. There's obviously a lot of things happening in the city too. Something happened while you guys are gone, it looks like. So a lot of things to discuss and things to really fall into place. So we'll see how this happens. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us today. This has been another episode of Millennial Tavern here, live on Twitch on Wednesdays. Not this upcoming week though. Remember, just as a quick one, I'm going to be out of town, so we are not going to be doing that session. But when we end up coming back the following week, so not this one, the following week, we will have not just the standard session here where all this shit's going down. We'll also be starting a brand new campaign where yours truly is going to end up being a player in the first campaign for years and years and years and years and years. So, all to say, thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you follow us on YouTube and subscribe and all that other fun stuff. And we'll be chatting with you all next time. So, anything you want to add? Or
Rip Dino.
Rip
Dino.
Rip Dino.
Rip in peace.
He's up there with Up now.
Yeah.
He's up there with the up. All right, y'all. Well, take it easy. Have a fantastic rest of your evening. We'll be seeing y'all next time. Later, y'all.
Bye, guys.
These guys.
Bye, guys.